guys, so today, what was that? Hey guys, so today we're doing a video where I'm trying one of my favorite brands in the world, Planet Earth, along with like Glossier, this is a whole completely different vibe. Like that's the thing, it's so strange because my chair is slipping and sliding. This is a whole completely different vibe, but I love it. It like screams my name. Everything that I've tried, I've loved. Some things have kind of come off and I'm gonna explain those. I think I'm getting some kind of a rash on my face. Sometimes I get that if I eat something that doesn't like sit well with me, I'll have like a weird rash on my face. And usually it's around like the cheek, under eye area. So ignore that for a hot sec and then we'll just get into it. I'm gonna go into the products that I have tried before and kind of explain my history with those. Okay, if you guys have been on my main channel, not on this channel, by the way, Instagram, Twitter, follow me on there, but also main channel description if that's something you're interested in. It's kind of like a drama and UC based channel. If you guys have been on my main channel for a while, I did like I think 2 or 3 makeup-y videos in my time on my main channel before I had this one, where I used and I swore by this Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. This is actually like basically a brand new one because what happened was I was obsessed with this foundation, so I ended up buying like so many at a time, just so I would have backups all the time because I was like terrified that I would like, I don't know, run out, as if you can't just buy more when you run out. Anyway, so this is like basically a brand new one, except the top is slightly scraped off because what happens is sometimes if you like don't close this properly and then you try and put the thingy back on, it like scrapes it. So anyway, this is basically a brand new one. Yeah, I ended up like trying new foundations, and then you know when you buy new makeup products and you kind of like put your old faves on the back burner and then you come back to them like a year later and you either think, oh my god, why did I ever stop using them? These are so great. Or you think, oh my god, what the like how did I ever use this and enjoy it? That's kind of how I felt about this foundation. I was like, how did I ever like this? But I'm assuming my skin has changed a lot. I think my skin lately is just a little too dry. It just clings a little to my dry spots, but I'll try and use this the way I remember using it before and we'll just get into it. Maybe I'll love this foundation again. Who knows? And the other product that I used is this palette and this other product that is basically in this palette. So this palette is the Lighting Edit Ghost palette, which has 2 finishing powders, one in dim light and one in diffused light. It has a strobe powder in Iridescent Strobe Light. It has a bronzer in Eternal Bronze Light. And then a strobe blush in Iridescent Rose and a blush in Sublime Flush. Now I'm going to show you all of those. I used to have the Diffused Light finishing powder in just a full-size single. But you can tell I have loved this palette, okay? Like you can't tell it by the bronzers and the blushes, but that's because you use a lot less of them. But these 2 shades right here are the finishing powders in Dim Light and Diffused Light. So Dim Light, Diffused Light, please ignore my nails. They are something else that I'm just planning on working on soon. But I think these sets are usually a good way to like try out basically 6 products, but like 4, because 2 blushes, 2 powders, and then highlighter bronzer. So you can kind of try 4 different products in one go. And usually these are Christmas products that you can buy on sale right after Christmas, because if they have any leftovers, they'll usually just put them on sale and then you can get them on sale. Like I think they're still selling these on sale. Let's get into it. This is the Veil Mineral Primer. It's oil-free, broad spectrum SPF 15, and this is the regular size. They have a jumbo, which is in like a squeezy tube, and a travel size. These are expensive. I told you guys I don't like expensive primers, but like I think Hourglass is really well known for their primers, so I kind of just like went along with it. I was like, okay. Also, I bought all of these on a site-wide 20% sale. Okay, I don't know how much to use. I didn't like read the, okay, it doesn't say anything on how much I should pump. This is what it looks like. It's like super white. It looks kind of like liquid glue. Oh my god. It feels... Okay, first of all, I think I used too much. We'll ignore that for a split sec. Because this feels super strange. I don't know how to explain it. It almost feels like one of those silicone-y primers, except it's not as like thick. This is why I don't buy primers, because I'm not actually sure if it's doing anything. But like if it is, great. But like, I don't know if it is. Now we're gonna get into the dreaded foundation, because I feel like this will either like make or break the look. But the way I used to use this foundation once I like figured it out was I would take like a super highlighting dewy setting spray, take a flat top foundation brush. I'm gonna use the Fenty, I know this is an Hourglass video, but I don't think the setting spray that I have is a dewy one. So I'm gonna use this, which is super dewy. It's like it's a makeup refreshing spray. Okay, this is what I used to do, right? And then I would take the foundation, slap it right on top of that. I don't know why this used to work, but it really did. Let's try. I'm scared. Okay. If this works, I won't be mad, you know? Of course, because, you know. Because I have to use this foundation up because it's going to expire soon. Like, I've had this for, like, ages. Wait, hold on. I think I'm onto something here. Oh my god. Yeah, this is why I used to like the foundation. Because I think it looked so perfect while also not looking too foundation-y. But the thing is, the other day, I would try it a few times because I had, like, a leftover one of these that had literally, like, a few uses in it. So I was like, I'm going to finish it up. And I hated the way my skin looked. I think I even mentioned it in, like, a main channel video. But I think this looks nice. See, the, like, spraying on your brush thing works with this. Because it gives it a luminous finish from the get-go. And it doesn't set down as much. And it doesn't cling to any dry areas. I usually don't apply any extra foundation to put on my forehead. I just use whatever's left on the brush. Because my forehead still, even after fixing it, is one of the most textured areas of my face. Well, the most textured. If I look up close and personal... This looks fine. Oh my god. Well, this was a shocking turn of events. I might actually end up using this foundation now that I've figured out it looks good again. I'm not yet saying that this is my favorite foundation because it's not. I love my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. I love my Glossier Skin Tint. I love my It Cosmetics CC Cream. I love my Pat McGrath foundation. But I don't hate this as much as I did last time I used it. Maybe with this primer, it like worked well because maybe the primer like does something. I'm trying to give the primer a little more credit here. I don't know, maybe is it just because, okay, hear me out. Could this possibly be because I already had really low expectations and now anything above like is gonna make me super happy, but it's still got like a nice glow to it. Okay then, well, Hourglass, I pay my respects. I'm so sorry for disrespecting you and on you for the last few months, you know. I was like telling everyone, oh my god, like, oh, see, I dug it in again. I don't know what to feel right now. I feel like my life's been a lie for the last few months because I thought I hated this foundation. Turns out maybe I was just using it wrong. Maybe I just forgot how to use it because this looks perfect. No, this looks really good. This one product that I haven't used yet is the concealer. Why do I talk like a baby right now? What is happening? So this is basically for that foundation. This is the Vanish concealer in Birch, which is one of the lightest shades they had. It's the only one they had in stock from my range of shades, so I took this one. It's got like a funny doe foot applicator. Okay, I'm gonna apply a little bit because I don't know how this behaves, and it's super light, so I don't want to overdo it on the highlight. So I'm just gonna do one of these actions. I think that could be a look. Do the nosy. Why am I talking like a baby? What happened to me? Okay, I'm gonna do that. And then a little bit here, a little bit on my smile lines. I'm gonna do like a proper makeup look, you know? This feels super creamy, like from the get-go. This feels really nice. I never tap in concealer with a brush because I just don't like the way it looks. See, my face isn't an issue. It's always, with concealer, it's my under eyes. That's when I know if a concealer works for me or not. Because this looks, you know, nice. It sets down a little quicker than I'm used to. It's like creamy when you apply it, but it does, I guess, have like a self-setting function to it where you could not like set it if you didn't want to. I don't know. This one's super light on me. Like, I do understand, but like there were no outer shades. So, and you guys know how I feel about this whole like lighter highlight thing. I think it just doesn't look too flattering. But this didn't move anything around. I think this looks nice. It's like a, I wouldn't say it's like a super full coverage concealer. Like, it's not a Shape Tape, but it's medium to full coverage, I think. Excuse my red eye. This happens to me all the time lately. I think it's I've already talked about this. I think it's the pressure. The air pressure jumps around a lot in the UK. Like one day it'll be super hot and then the next day it'll be like 10 degrees and raining. And then I get migraines from that because weather changes and migraines kind of go hand in hand. And then when I do get a migraine or there is an air pressure change, I get super red eyes. And they're also dry. Like, I went to an optician's once. They were like, your eyes are like a Sahara Desert, by the way. And I was like, thanks for letting me know. I'll just do a little eye drop moment. Anyway, we move on. We prosper. We continue. I didn't buy the powder because I think it was out of stock. But this looks nice powdered. It doesn't like dry up or anything weirdly. Because I think sometimes some concealers look fine and then you powder them even like very lightly and they just turn into like a huge mess. They start like moving around and unsticking and sticking. So let's get into the palette. I'm going to show you guys how this baby works. She's great. I will go in now I do this before. I know it's a finishing powder. I do know what that means, but I just do things a little differently. So I just go into both of these, right? And I just set my whole face. Before I do anything else, it helps to kind of blend everything else on top. I think if you have like some parts of your face set and then some parts not, it can just look a little splotchy. The thing about these powders is they just almost like blur your skin. It's super weird. I'm not really sure how they did that. Oh, I just dipped into the highlight. So now we're gonna go into the bronzer. Look how blendable that is. I don't even have to work for it. Like, I literally just slap it on and it just blends out into a beautiful bronze. You just do that. I love these powders so much because they are so fine. I do put bronzer on my like cheek area right here, just mainly in the summertime as well because I think it just looks very summery. I'm putting bronzer on my nose. I'm going to put blush there as well. Don't you guys worry. And I bronze like the sides of my face right here just to add a little bit of color. And then I go right here just to blend it into my forehead. Sometimes I put it right here, like under my lip to kind of accentuate, I guess, the chin lip area, like this whole neck area right here. So it kind of just creates like a shadow. I don't know, just I feel like it makes the whole look more put together. I don't know, I don't like having bronzer on my face and then no bronzer on my neck because I just think it looks a little strange. There must be a method to my madness. Then I go into, which blush do I want to use? I think I'm going to go into this like little pinky one. That's kind of the vibe I'm feeling today. These are super pigmented, so like you don't really need a lot. Look at that. And it blends like a dream and it leaves like a beautiful sheen. Look at that. It just blends so quickly. I feel like if you struggle with like blending stuff out and stuff looking patchy on you, these powders literally do the blending themselves. Like you don't really do much of the work if you ask me. I always put blush, and it's sometimes I skip it out in videos, but I do put blush like right between my bronzer and my skin, like on my forehead. I don't know why. I just feel like it makes me look nice. I don't know. I put some on my chin. I basically put blush wherever I put bronzer. Let me put a little more on my nose. When I first swatched this highlight, I was a little bit disappointed. I'm gonna just say that because it just looks like powder with a slight sheen to it. But this is such a beautiful highlight when you put it on your face. There's no glitter in there. It's pure sheen, like you can see it, right? It's pure sheen. And the thing is, because my forehead is still a little textured, it's the only highlight I can really use on my forehead without it looking bad. So sometimes I'll use other highlights on my face and nose and stuff, but then I'll go into this highlight on my forehead anyway. You can make this natural, you can make it, you know, less natural, whatever floats your boat. See? It's so pretty. It just gives your face that like sheeny effect. And it's like undetectable. As in powder wise, you can't see that there's powder on your face because it just sinks into your skin. But there's also no glitter, so it just looks like, look at that. Do I think it's worth it to just buy the highlight on its own? Not really. I don't think I would spend like £40 on this highlight, but as part of this palette, I love it. Like if I was to repurchase one of these palettes again and there would be a highlight in there, I would be super happy. I just don't think I'd buy it on its own. I'd buy the blush and the bronzer on its own and the finishing powders, but the highlight, it's a nice highlight, but I like it just as part of this palette. Rather than on its own. So that's what the skin looks like right now. I have like nothing much to say. I just really like this brand. I bought one of these Hourglass Scattered Light glitter eyeshadows in Aura. I didn't buy any like actual eyeshadow. What I'm gonna do is what I usually do as a trick, if you guys need a trick. I go into the bronzer, I do a tap, 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 and I just go into the crease as an eyeshadow and it creates a beautiful look. And that's essentially what I do when I do like quick makeup. If you see me wearing very like simple makeup on my eyes, it's usually just one eyeshadow or bronzer and a little bit of like a single glitter pot type of thing. What I am obsessed with though is these. I have 8 of these. They're the Kylie Eye Glazes. So for example, this is Night Swim and Ocean Child, and I have basically most of them, and I love them because they're that like gel glitter formula that you just like tap and tap on your eyes. This kind of reminds me of that. I hope that it's like a similar thing, and it's a pinky one. It reminds me of the Deep Sea Dreams by Kylie. Let me open it quickly just to do a little comparison. Oh yeah, these are like super similar. Well, that's shocking. The only thing is the Kylie ones are like heavier than the Hourglass ones. The Kylie ones almost seem a little more expensive feeling, which is strange. Wait, how many grams is this? This is 3.5 grams and this is they're both 3.5 grams of product. So what I'm gathering from this is that the Kylie packaging is just weightier. Is this even glass? Because I know this is glass, the Kylie ones, but I'm not sure if this one is glass. Anyway, this is the Hourglass one in Aura and this is the Kylie one in Deep Sea Dreams. They're practically identical, and this one is more expensive than this one. So if you can get Kylie for cheap wherever you live, however, this feels super different. This is a whole different vibe. Hold on. This is the Hourglass, and then this is the Kylie. The Kylie's definitely more dry and more chunky because it's more glittery. So this is Hourglass, this is Kylie. Let me do a little swatcheroo. Okay, they're slightly different shades and slightly different textures. This is Hourglass, this is Kylie. The Kylie's a little more reflective because it's more chunky glitter, but if you just want like a smooth finish, then the Hourglass is for you. If you want this like wet look, like almost like it hasn't dried down completely, then Kylie's your way to go. But like from far away, oh, look at how reflective Kylie is. Kylie's the one on top. But from far away, they look like very similar shades. So whatever you have more access to, then just use that. We've made discoveries today, boys and girls, and everyone else. Hourglass. We're gonna apply it on the eyes. This is super pretty. I really like it. I love these kind of products as well, so like I knew that I would love it. This feels super soft. Like when you touch it, it's so buttery. It almost feels like this has kind of the consistency of ABH glitter shadows, mainly the ones in the Soft Glam palette. Like this reminds me of that Soft Glam pink glittery shade. I'm just finding dupes for you guys so you don't have to buy these. If you have the Soft Glam palette, it looks basically identical. And I think this is practically the same price as that whole palette, but this looks stunning. This is the kind of look that I love to just go for. It's so simple, so easy. It literally took 2 steps and I like it. I like this, but you can get a lot of other cheaper things that work just as well or even better. This is such a simple look and you just look so put together when you do this. I think it's just really nice. We're gonna do eyebrows. I always do eyebrows before I do eyeshadow. I don't know what happened to me today. I was just super excited. I've heard this is good before. This is the Hourglass Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil in the shade Blonde. I usually don't get blonde, but when I looked at the shades, blonde just seems to look good. This is what blonde is. See, it looks kind of like brown. Oh, this is super stiff. This is what the shade is. I mean, it's more brown than anything, and it kind of goes with my color. And this pencil, I don't know if you guys can did I really just go like this to show you guys a pencil? Am I an idiot? And I'm gonna just start filling it in. Because it's more stiff, you're going to end up going through it slower than, for example, Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, because that one's kind of softer in consistency. Yeah, this shade is nice. It's not too dark, not too light, not too warm. And it snapped off. Just as I said that you wouldn't go through this quickly, this whole thing snapped off. Well, not whole thing, but like whatever I had out. I think because it's super stiff, you have to be careful and only unscrew it a little bit and not press too hard, like just do light movements. Because it's more dry and stiff, it is going to break off. I kind of forgot about that. I forgot that if it's something's more smooth or soft, it's not going to snap off as quickly. I love this brow. This is basically how I fill in my eyebrows. I basically just do the general shape at the bottom. I basically just fill in whatever I need right here, because this is usually where I'm like lacking a tiny bit. I don't like overdraw the arch or anything, but then I go right here. My eyebrows are a little further apart than I'd like them to be, so I kind of just draw it in. My eyebrows done. They take not very long. I also have the Hourglass Arch, of course it's Hourglass because that's what the video is, Arch Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel, also blonde. I got the same shade to match, so I hope it looks good. Oh my god, this is so strange. Okay, so it's like short at the top and long at the bottom. Let's go with the short ones first, maybe. Okay. I mean, when I first apply it, it applies really well. Oh, that looks so good. Like, I hope this wears well because it looks so good and so natural. It like made my eyebrows so fluffy, but like not in a bad way because I don't like too fluffy, but I think these look just like hairs. Like it just created... I love this brow gel so much. I think this is, dare I say it, better than the Glossier Boy Brow. This is the Hourglass lipsticks, the ones that are refillable, which my eco-sustainable self really loves. I'm gonna buy these refills if I ever go through one of these. I hope I do, because that'll be quite fun. It's one of these like, it's really pretty looking. It's actually quite hefty for the size of it. It's tiny though. Like how many grams is this? It's 0.9 grams of product. But if you think about it, right, I'm assuming, I'll check this, the refillables are cheaper than buying the whole component. So if you can get the refillables for cheaper, then that means the original price you're paying is for the refillable plus the component, and then the refillables are cheaper. So you end up saving in the long term. This is like a super skinny little lipstick. This is the shade, and the shade is written on this because that's refillable. So then I don't really know how to take this apart. I'll figure it out. But the shade's written on here and not the component, because then you can switch them out and then you'll know what shade it is. So the shade's called The First Time. And it's just like a nudie, brownie, everything shade. It's just everything I want in a lipstick. But it's so tiny that I think it will just work well without a lip liner. Let's try. Oh my god, it's so creamy. Look at it. My lips are so dry right now, but like this is so creamy. It took no effort for me to drag this across my lips. You basically don't need a lip liner because this is so accurate that you can just, you know. Oh my god, my lips are so crusty right now that the fact that this like fixed it, they're so creamy and I didn't even need a lip liner. Oh my god, I love this lipstick so much. Not too matte, not too creamy. It's not like glossy, but it's not, you know, it's like super creamy and natural. And this shade is super nice on like my skin tone. So if you're my skin tone, then the shade, The First Time, will look like this. Let me apply my setting spray first. I filmed an anti-haul and I said I wouldn't buy this because it's super expensive. And then I figured out that I was doing this video, which means I would have had to buy it. And then I got the 20% off, which made this a more reasonable price. Do I think you should ever buy this? Doesn't matter how good it is, right? Do I think you should buy this for full price? No, because this is the Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray for £47. £47. Don't do it to yourself. But I got this for like 38 because it was on sale. Let's see what they have to offer. I think it's a lovely sprayer. It leaves no droplets. And that's the reason why I don't buy expensive setting spray, because I really go crazy on it. This has a similar sprayer to this and a similar consistency, except this makes your skin super dewy. So if you don't like dewy, but you like this setting spray, get this one on sale. Don't get it full price. Don't be stupid. But if I had to pick between these two, I think I'd go for the Fenty. No tea, no shade. But this looks so stunning. Like it really just set my face super well. No droplets on the face. I like these kind of spraying bottles, the ones that are like super misty and like you almost can't feel them on the skin. Like this one is... I just went straight into my mic. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I love these setting sprays. Let me try this one out for you guys. See? That's all I want in a setting spray. I want a good mister, but do you have to pay £47 for it? No, you can pay, I think this one was like 30, maybe 34. Tea, but I really like this. I'm not saying I don't. I'll definitely use this with like pure happiness and joy, but I don't think I'll be repurchasing it just because the price is outrageous. Unless I, once again, like once I finish this, I find a good deal on it, like I get a nice 20% off, then yes, I'll get it. But other than that, I'll probably be repurchasing the Fenty one. And the last product we have for today is, I had to buy this separately because it was out of stock on the Hourglass website because this is super popular. I heard it was like incredible. It's the Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. I've been looking for a new mascara because I liked the Too Faced better than mascara, but Too Faced, right, just doesn't sit well with me right now because the CEO does some questionable stuff. His sister, who was like basically an employee of Too Faced, also is doing some questionable stuff. She's not an employee anymore, but you know, she still reaps the benefits of her brother CEO being a multi-millionaire. They just don't sit well with me right now. So I try to, you know, I have a few backups of this. I'll use it up, but I don't feel comfortable showing it on camera most of the time because I'm just like, it's not a brand that I personally support or that kind of goes with my ethics. And then I used the Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eyes Mascara, which is one of my favorites. It's so good and it's actually very reasonably priced for a high-end mascara. This is 28, whereas the Too Faced is maybe 24. So you're only getting a £4 difference, whereas the prices in general of the other products are hugely different. I tried the Fenty mascara the other day and not my favorite, but that's just because my eyelashes are very specific. They're like long and spidery, and if something makes them long but doesn't add volume, it just does not look good on me. So that's the rundown of the mascaras. This one is apparently really good, so I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. My skin looks lovely right now. I would just like to add, like, this whole makeup look is super cute. Sometimes my eyelashes get stuck in this, just like it did now. I think I need a new one. Okay, they're both curled now. This is what they look like before. I've opened so many mascaras lately. I only like to ever open like 1 or 2 at a time. Oh my god, this brush is so strange. Well, I've never had like such a skinny brush, except for with my Glossier mascara, which is like a super natural mascara. So I hope this isn't Glossier because I already have that. Oh my god, hold on. I think this is the perfect consistency from the get-go. I love dry mascaras. I hate when you take out a fresh mascara, like a fresh wand, and it is just like dripping with mascara because it's so wet. Look at that. Oh my god, this is hands down my favorite mascara ever. That is it. We have like found it. I didn't expect it to be this good. Oh my god. Oh my god, who would have thunk it? Look at it. Look at those lashes. They're separated, but they're not like weird skinny spider legs. They are the perfect like balance between volume and length, and it's like the perfect consistency as well. And this brush is super good. The bristles are not too long and not too short, so you're not like stabbing yourself in the eye, but you're still getting a good like separation. Look at that. I love this mascara so much. And even on my bottom eyelashes, it just looks good. It's not too much, but it's just enough. I am in love with this mascara. I applied a few layers just to see how far I can go and how far I can push this, and they just don't look clumpy at all, but they have like the perfect amount of volume and length. This mascara has become my new holy grail. I don't think this has happened before in a video like this where I just go straight away into like, I love this. Well, actually my whole Pat McGrath video was my like, this is all my holy grails. It is more expensive than the Pat McGrath one, so if you want like a similar effect but for slightly less, than the Pat McGrath one is really good. But if you're willing to splurge on a mascara, this is the only one I would allow you to splurge your money on. You have my permission to buy this one. I have no space in my little like compartment for my eyelashes, eyelash and eyebrow stuff. But anyway, I think we're done. I didn't expect all of this to go so well. I was expecting the foundation to just ruin everything, but it looks beautiful. Look at it. Doesn't this look just stunning? Like, it's like the makeup that is so perfect, but like also natural looking at the same time. All of the bronzes and the blushes have like a slight sheen to them. The lipstick isn't matte, but it's not glossy. It's just a beautiful amount of creamy. The highlighter looks super natural. It has zero shimmer in it. It's just pure glow. The eyes are beautiful. The mascara, holy grail. And my eyebrows, they haven't looked this good in a while. Like, these are like some good eyebrows. I feel good about these. The setting spray is great. Don't buy it full price though. Please don't. I will hunt you down if you do. But this is overall such a stunning makeup look. Oh, primer. The primer, I don't know, right? Okay, hear me out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try this primer on under like different foundations that I use anyway, so I can see like the difference then before and after, because I haven't used this foundation in so long that I don't really know what it looks like without this. This is, I think, originally 50 quid. So do I think you should ever buy a primer for £50? No. So like, even if it works super well, I'm sure you could find a different primer that works the same way as this. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, anything, comment down below, and subscribe because I post videos every time I think of something to do. So hit that bell, be notified when that's happening. Social media links and main channel in the description, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.